Welcome back to Switch to Linux, and today we have some good news from the land of GOG. No, not the land of Oz, the land of GOG. Good old games. Is that good old games? Is that what it's called? I am not a gamer. You'll have to forgive me on that one here, but I know a lot of you are gamers out there, and this is actually really good news because in a time that Steam, of course, locks things down, they are a lot more permissive than many other groups out there. Thank the Lord, but you have your Xbox and your PlayStation getting rid of physical copies. Everything is locked to their proprietary deep systems. And in the midst of all that, GOG comes out and is officially coming to Linux. Yes, the GOG Galaxy client platform to manage all your GOG is officially coming to Linux, allowing you to download your DRM-free games. And unlike all of those other mean guys, they will actually allow you to download your games. They encourage you to burn them onto CDs, DVDs, or put them in USB drives. So in the event they happen to go belly up like a dead goldfish, then you can still play all of the games that you have bought. And that is awesome. In fact, I don't know. I should just go create an account at GOG and maybe download something. Of course, that would necessitate me finding time to play video games, which is kind of a rarity in my currently schedule in life right now. But anyway, the good news is that basically one of the reasons this has not happened is because GOG was actually a subsidiary under a separate company, and they actually were just sold off into an individual independent company. And now that has happened, they are officially working on a Linux build of GOG Galaxy. Now, we do not have times or dates or preview builds yet, but we have the CEO talking about it. We've had job postings up here to actually help support the client. And so that is actually a really good system. Now, back here, Mikkel told PC Gamer that Windows is a poor quality software, and he isn't surprised people are gravitating away from the ecosystem altogether. And this is actually good news that previously GOG Galaxy would work on Wine and Proton, Lutris, things like that, but it is much better to have a native Linux build. Now, is this going to be a flat pack? Lord forbid a snap, unless it's an alternative, I guess, or just some native application. We don't know that, but they are working on it. They have a new job listing for a senior software engineer with a description referring to Linux as the next major frontier for the platform. So it looks like they're not just adding Linux as a little side. They're converting to Linux as their major go-to with, let's just throw those Windows guys on the side for them people who just think they got to stay on Windows for gaming, although we don't know why. Here we are, GOG Galaxy, full Linux support. Obviously, this does not necessarily mean the games are full Linux support. This is the management client allowing you to do updates, auto updates, manage your library, see what you've downloaded, re-download things that you have, things like that. So this is actually some confirmation on that from GOG. See, this is from Gaming on Linux, excuse me. GOG confirmed they're working towards GOG Galaxy on Linux. They plan to make a closer look at Linux. That was the next major frontier, and now they're working towards GOG Galaxy on Linux. So this is all really good news, especially in a time when every other company is starting to steer people away from utilizing your platform and your software and everything else. Everything's becoming locked into your proprietary grasp. Everything is tied to your individual accounts. They want your identification. They will lock you down at any given moment. You know, if it's Microsoft, like, well, I don't know, just create a new account. What about the thousands of dollars? What are you doing? Just buy them again. That's really great. You ever think about that with Microsoft, right? Banning these accounts. We talked about this in a video not too long ago. Microsoft wants to close out our various accounts, just random AI, and their solution is, just go ahead and recreate a new account and just buy all your stuff again. That sounds really good for the company profiting from selling us their stuff. I don't know. But anyway, that is our good news for today. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Particularly, I'm interested, do you think this is going to cause a change, a shift in people moving away from the consoles and more towards something like GOG? Will Steam respond and do something that obviously they have a native Linux client, but will they respond with something like giving people the ability to access games outside their client? Of course, Steam won't, but anyway, we can always dream, can't we? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you're a gamer, do you use GOG? Did you ever consider GOG? Have you never heard of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.